Hi beautiful, welcome back to another Lita video. Today, as you can see, I am sharing with you this Gershion Polygel Nail Enhancement Kit. They send it to me so that I could share with you guys and review it and try it out. And as you guys know, I do not use polygel, so if I can make this work for those of you that are beginners or, already know how to use polygel, this would be perfect. And a fun part of this video is that I will be giving it away. So yes, I will share the details later on, but we'll get into it. So it comes with this little handy dandy manual. It just tells you step by step what to do, and then also a 100 and 180 grit nail file, which is actually really good quality. Along with their brush, it has their spatula side and then the little brush side. And this stuff feels like really good quality, so just putting it out there. You guys know I am a sucker for packaging, and it just feels really nice. So this particular kit comes with nail forms and dual forms. Fun fact, I have never used dual forms, so I hope that encourages you. It shows you that if I can use them for the first time and make it work, then you can too, if you're interested, of course. It comes with the base coat and the top coat, which is nice. And then it has 6 1-ounce tubes. And from what I've seen and learned, that is actually really good. It comes with the bean red color, cover pink, dark pink, natural pink, white, and then the clear. So that's really good. You can create, several different looks with that. So we're going to get right into it. I use a cuticle pusher to push the cuticle back and off the nail bed. But if you don't have one, you guys know I like to stay true to the items that come with the packaging. You can use the file or the rounded edge to push the cuticle back. And then I go in, you want to make sure you use the 180 side. You want to use the 180 grit side to buff the nail, basically remove the shine and remove the dead skin off of the nail bed. This is going to prevent lifting. Just like any other enhancement, acrylic, gel, anything, it's going to be the same thing. You don't want the oils on your nail bed, the dead skin or anything like that, because it will lift and then your enhancements will not last. So that's the first step. And you guys, my husband, he's back. He is back. He did the Kiss acrylic kit for me, and bless his heart, he did this one for me. I was like, babe, please, can you help me do this video? And it was late, and we were like, okay, let's just get this done so that we can share with you guys. So after I prep and buff the nails, I go in with some isopropyl alcohol, which you should have at home because that's what you need to mold the polygel. And then I swipe it, cleanse the nail, make sure everything is off. And now I'm going in with the base coat, and you want to make sure it's covered nicely in a nice thin coat. And then we're going to cure for 30 seconds and then move on to the next step. All right, so now I'm going in with the brush, and then in the little glass, it's a candle holder that I got at Target. I think it was Target. I got a lot of questions on that one. The isopropyl alcohol is in there, and I'm going to be using both a form and the dual forms so that we can see the result for each, okay? So I placed a little sticker on the back there to make it a little bit more sturdy. wiggle it around, and then I go in to place the form, and I want to make sure that I pinch in the middle and in the line, basically right onto the line that's in the center, that runs down the center of the nail. And I think I pointed out here. Yeah, right there, see? You want it to line up perfectly. And I do have beginner videos and showing you how to use nail forms and stuff like that. So we're going to be using the Cover Pink, and then I just go in and squeeze it right out from the tube. That's pretty convenient. You can use a spatula if you want, but I just squeezed it right out from the tube. A few things I want to point out with this Polygel was that it was so freaking easy to work with. And you'll see I just continue to mold it and basically move it around until I was happy with the shape and everything. And I don't know, I just think that Polygel is really, really good, especially for beginners or people that don't like working with acrylic. I remember when, I think I said this before, I remember when Polygel came out and I showed my husband, I was like, I forget which company it was. I was like, wow, they've made it so that pretty much anyone can do nails, and it's foolproof, and I think it's really, really nice. And whoever came up with it, I need to do my research, but it's really cool because as you can see, look how long it'll just sit there. It'll sit there. You have so much time to mess around with it, mold it, shape it, and yeah, and if it gets sticky or anything, you just go in and dip it in the alcohol and then just continue on. And it's just, I don't know, it's really convenient. And you can practice on yourself, practice on your family and your friends. Yeah, you can get really good at it, actually. Just like you can be good at gel or be good at acrylic, you can use Polygel and be good at Polygel and come up with creative ways to mix the different colors and do different nail designs. So, yeah, everyone has their preference. It's not that, we can't do it. It's just a preference of what you like to work with. So I suggest trying the Polygel if you don't like using acrylic or gel. All right, so as you saw, once I was happy, I went in and I cured for 2 minutes. So yes, cure for 2 minutes, and then once you're done, you want to remove the form and then gently pull it down so that you're not hurting yourself or your friend or your client. And then take it off, and then voila. Now we're going in to try to use the dual form. I think I use a size 5 for him. He does have wide nail beds, so I think it was a size 5 or size 4, if I'm not mistaken. So before I let you guys watch how I use the dual form, just a tip is to leave the cuticle area thinner, and then towards the free edge should be thinner as well, and then most of the Polygel or the bulk of it in the middle. So yes, I will go ahead and let you watch. Okay, so now you're going to go in and press it gently onto the nail, because remember the Polygel is going to squeeze out from underneath, so you want to just press it down gently and make sure that any of the residue that comes out at the top and on the side walls, you take a little bit of alcohol and remove it and smooth it out. Of course, the dual form isn't as wide as his nail. Had I gone up a size, it would have been too big. So this will work. It still looked good, and yeah, it was fine. And I had him turn his hand over and try to smooth that bump out that gets created when you push it down. And then I go in and cure for 2 minutes, and then I squeeze it. Once there was the little corner was lifted after I squeezed, I actually used a spatula and then it just popped right off. The one that I used, the Form On, did have a little bit of a tacky layer, so I just wiped it with some alcohol and it got rid of it. Now I'm going in with the nail file. I'm using the 100 grit side to go around the sidewalls and then the free edge, file throughout the nail just to remove bulk and stuff. But when you are going to go towards your cuticle and closer to the skin, you want to use the 180 grit side, which is the softer side, so that you can be a little more gentle. Now, what did I want to point out? My husband did say that the nail with the dual form, he said it felt like it was on there really good in comparison. That was his description in comparison to the other one. He felt like the other one, if you pushed it, it might, it might come off. Like it didn't feel as secure as the dual form. Personally, I think it had a lot to do with how much polygel was on it in comparison to the one with the nail form. So I don't know. You guys can, create or form your own opinion when you use it, but that's just kind of how he described it, how it felt on his nail. I just wanted to throw that in there to give you guys a little bit more information. But here's a bird's eye view after filing. And I also want to point out that it was so easy to file. It's not as hard to file as acrylic, so that is definitely a plus. It does create a little bit more like of a fine dust in the air, but yeah, it's very easy to file. And there was a little bit of a lip at the top with the dual form one. So I had to go in. That was a little bit of a struggle. I don't know if you can see. I did have to go in really close to the cuticle and file that lip away. But eventually it just, as you can see, I was able to smooth it out. And it looks really, really pretty. But I go in and file through the whole nail. There was a little bubble at the bottom, and you will see that. So that was a little bit of a mistake. I just had to smooth it out better, I guess, in the dual form. But once I applied the top coat, you couldn't see it. It went away. The dual form also creates a really nice arch for you. So there's that bubble. And now I'm wiping everything away, the dust with the brush, and then using some alcohol. And then we're going to go in with top coat. So as you can see, we decided to just leave it at that. It was late. And then because we were thinking about, all right, since it was already late, I had to remove everything too right after the video. So, but that's okay, because I showed you both ways of using this polygel kit. So you have your form and then your dual form. Okay. So you guys let me know which one you like or which one you would probably try down in the comments section. They turned out so pretty, and thanks, babe, again for sacrificing your hands. I appreciate you. But yes, please check the description box. I'm going to be leaving all the information on how you can win this kit. It is used, all I used was what you see here, and it'll be very simple. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Join my little family here on YouTube. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
You too.
Let me see. Time to take them off. Do you wanna keep them on?
Fuck. Get them out of here.
Ooh, that's a good shot.